mass stabbing incident in the International District. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is there right now. Jeremy, what are you hearing here? At least 5 patients, is that right?
I just heard a Seattle firefighter say they have a total of 5 patients. We were actually here in the area of 12th and Jackson when this happened. We were working on another story about 5 prior stabbings that have happened here, and multiple people were stabbed in the intersection of 12th and Jackson. This happened probably within the last 15 minutes, and what you're seeing right now is a very active scene with Seattle Fire. You can actually, if we come up here, Jonathan, and look over to the left, it looks like they're about to put one of the patients into an ambulance right now. So we don't even have all the patients leaving the scene right now. One of them is about to go into an ambulance. When we got here, the scene was very active with police. Like I said, we were only about a block away when we just heard a barrage of sirens and yelling. We ran up this way as well and saw multiple people, including we saw one guy who still had a knife in his back and was being treated by paramedics. So this is a very active scene. This scene in and of itself would be alarming, but it was extremely alarming considering there have also been 5 prior stabbings since yesterday morning here in the neighborhood. That's what we were here working at a story on, was about the investigation into those stabbings, which we appear to have been random. We don't know what led up to this. We don't know if all of this is connected, but Seattle police at this point has flooded the Chinatown-International District with officers. We don't know if anybody's in custody, but we do know there were multiple people who were injured, and they have got a massive emergency response here to 12th and Jackson. This is the same area where some of the stabbings happened yesterday and then one very early this morning. We've been telling you about that here on KOMO News. So for this to happen in the middle of the day, as police had already had resources here in the neighborhood, we could see detectives driving around. We saw officers going in and out of businesses, and then boom, right about 15 minutes ago, all hell broke loose and they had cops swarming into the neighborhood. And we've heard Seattle Fire say that they're treating 5 victims. We saw at least 3, including one victim who had a knife still in his back but was alive when he was taken from the scene. So this is very active. We're going to stay out here and we'll bring you updates as we get them. But for right now, anything in the Chinatown-International District in Seattle, this is a large crime scene that is set up right at 12th and Jackson, and we're going to continue gathering details and speaking with witnesses. Molly?
Jeremy, let me ask you a couple of questions here as we watch that ambulance pull away with one of those 5 victims just stabbed today. Of the 10 people who have been stabbed now in the last 48 hours or so, can you tell us anything about, do we know their race? Do we know ages? Does it sound like it's across a wide gamut, or is a certain type of person being targeted?
Well, and that's a great question, Molly, because this is an area that is sensitive to that sort of issue in the past as well. But we know that the ages, there were some female victims, some male victims. From what I can tell, there's nothing in common with all of the victims who have been stabbed. One of the questions that I was asking police literally 2 hours ago was, what do you know about the suspect? They said they were working on a suspect description that appeared to be common through all 5 of the stabbings yesterday. One of those victims was sitting in his car. The car door was ripped open. The guy tried to stab him in the chest but ended up cutting his hand. He was able to fight him off. So they do have some witnesses who saw yesterday's suspect very well. The big unanswered question for us right now is when Seattle police got here to the scene. Of course, it was very chaotic. We do not have confirmed if they were able to take anybody into custody when they got up here to the stabbing scene, again, 15 minutes ago, which is when all of this popped off. It's possible that they did take someone into custody. We don't know for sure, because one of the questions we had with my photographer Jonathan and I when we got here, we could see cops around other people, and we thought they were detaining somebody, and we ran over there, and it was actually somebody who'd been stabbed, so it was another victim. So really a chaotic scene going on up here, and that is the unanswered question right now, is anybody in custody, and what in the world has gone on here in the Chinatown-International District to where now we have potentially 10 stabbing victims over the course of, like you said, over about the last 48 hours.
It's horrifying, Jeremy, and I want to go back to a pretty awful sounding detail that you mentioned. One of the people you saw who'd been stabbed actually still had a knife in their back. Do you know, I mean, do we think then that that is the attack weapon, or did this person perhaps have more than one weapon?
Yeah, that's a great question. We don't know the answer to that right now, but what we can tell you is that, yes, so there was one victim who was on that corner. That's the northwest corner. The victim we saw with the knife in his back was on the southeast corner of the intersection. We don't know, and it looks like there may still be some activity going on over here, so we'll take a peek. This is just an intersection that, as we've covered, if you're familiar with Seattle news at all, 12th and Jackson has been a really rough area for a while, and there's open-air drug use that goes on the west side of the street. We've covered many shootings and stabbings up here. And so for this sort of chaos to go on up here, not necessarily unheard of, but definitely alarming. But now we're talking about 5 victims. I mean, that is just shocking. And this looks like another ambulance that's probably headed for Harborview right now. And they're going to be leaving the scene. My guess is that is the victim we saw with the knife in his back, who's now headed up for Harborview, which is not a far drive from where we are right now. It's only about 3 or 4 blocks that are up the road. So again, still in an emergency response mode. We can see police sort of settling down here at the scene. They've got everything locked down, and but certainly hoping for the best for these victims. I can't imagine. They were just, it was a horrible scene, seeing all of those people who'd just been stabbed. So hopefully they're able to get them some good treatment and not a long drive up to Harborview. But again, just processing that, and it is just so disturbing for people in this neighborhood who we were talking to literally right before this happened, who said they were completely on edge and they couldn't believe that in the course of 24 hours that they'd had 5 people stabbed here, and now all of a sudden this breaks loose. So really just almost an unbelievable situation, but something police are working to try and get settled right here and figure out who did this.
Yeah, horrifying at 5 people, and then in an instant it's doubled to 10. Jeremy, I know you want to be able to break away and go get some other questions answered. I'll let you do that in just a second. I just want to clarify one thing. As far as we know, of those 10 people, no fatalities that you're aware of right now?
Correct. No fatalities that we're aware of in any of the stabbings here since Thursday morning. But just in reading through some of the police reports and their reports this morning, I mean, the victims are the injuries were just life-altering for some of these victims. People who've been stabbed in the throat, people stabbed in the back, the chest. I mean, just horrible attacks. I mean, extremely disturbing. So yes, no fatalities, but certainly life-altering injuries. And not to mention the fact that everybody who lives up here seems to be on edge. We talked to some folks, and they just said, you know, we don't even want to be here right now because we're on edge because of this. So for the fact that Seattle police, they preemptively had officers up here. We saw the detectives driving around. So when all of this came down, we were right here, and so were Seattle police, man. They had probably 15 people here within about 2 minutes. So it was a very chaotic scene. We've got some video of that we'll send back here shortly. But for right now, still an active scene. We're going to gather some more information, and we'll be keeping you updated on all of our platforms.
Horrifying for the neighborhood, and difficult for you, and Jonathan, too. I'm sorry that you had to witness some of that violence as well, Jeremy. Thank you for the work that you're doing and bringing us this information. I'm going to let you go get some of those questions answered, see if there is a suspect in custody, because that would be the best news to hear right now.